Hi, it's Denis Knight with Golf Traveler. Today I'm at Battleground Golf Course in Deer Park, Texas. This is actually near the site of the famous Battle of San Jacinto, which is how Texas gained its independence from Santa Anna and the Mexican Army. If you were raised in Texas as I was, you well know Texas history. There's no doubt about that. So each hole is kind of designated about some historical reference to that battle. So as we go to each hole, we'll be able to see that. Now this truss that we're looking at here is a very famous truss also. It's Truss Bridge. So this is a very historic course, or it's based on a lot of history. It's in a historical location. And so, from what I can tell, it's a little wet today, but from what I can tell, this is going to be a beautiful day to play golf. It's going to warm up, and the fog's going to burn off, and Johnny's going to show up here in a little bit, and so we'll get an opportunity to play. So, I'm really looking forward to today. As I approach hole 1, we're going to hit from the whites, me and Johnny, and from this tee box, hole 1 is straight ahead. You can see the flag right up over those small hills there. So it looks like our biggest challenge is going to stay out of that sand right in front of the hole and try to find some level area for our second shot. All right, here we go. Did you get the tree? This is hole 2. And we got a little bit of water right in front of us, it looks like. And then we have a little bit of a dog. Not much, though. Just there to the left. So I don't think I'll hit my driver. I think I'll try to get something out there on that flat area and then pop up onto that elevated green. So this is hole 2. Now hole 3 is a par 3. And from the whites where we're hitting, it's going to be about, 96, 98 right in there. Sand on left and right, as you can see. So it doesn't look like a lot behind it, although it's a little elevated. So let's try to at least go at the pin. I think I'll hit my approach. This is a hole 4, par 4. And as you can see, it's just straight ahead. And the nice thing about being down here is the fairways aren't dormant. That's just so nice. What I was telling Johnny, it's so nice for me to be able to see fairways that look normal, because in Missouri they're dormant at this stage. It takes a little while for them to green up. So this is really a pleasant golf course so far. So we're about to go on 4 here. It's a par 4. We're about 320 out. Okay, this is hole 5, and it's a par 5. There's water down there at that bridge. I'll zoom in, and I think once we get close to that bridge, then we can see to the left where the hole will be. Right? So that's going to be our strategy here on hole 5. Now hole 6 is a par 3, and from where we're at, it's going to be about 112-ish, 115 maybe. So we got sand on the left, sand on the right, and the flag's right in the middle. So we'll see what we can do here. As I approach hole 7, now hole 7's a par 4, and it looks pretty much straight ahead. There's obviously a sand trap there on the right. It looks like there might be a ravine or something down there too, but we won't hit that far. We'll get out there in that fairway, we'll have a better look. So all right, hole 7, par 4. Now this is hole 8. Runs straight down through here and goes to the right. It is a par 5, so we'll need to get off the box well. We'll zoom in and see. Yeah, and then we'll just go to the right up there past those trees, and we'll see what it looks like up there. Hole 9, we work our way back to the clubhouse. We got the par 4, so we have to lay up right in front of that water. You can see this, the fountain there. lay up right in front of that, and then shoot up over to the green. Got the sand on the left. Oh, let me zoom in. Sand on the left, and it's a little elevated, so we'll see how we do. Now, starting the back nine, it's hole 10. It's par 5, and it's got a nice flat area there, and then it dogs to the right, and you can see the sand over there and in the green. So this is going to be a fun little hole. So hopefully we can get down here enough to where we can see to the right. 11 is a par 4. It looks like we're going to have to hit in this little flat area here. The green is actually just to the right there. Just, you see the sand trap, and it's just back and to the left of that. You see the pin back in there. So if we get out there on that bend, then we can see the green from there. Here we're looking at hole 12. It's par 4. And it's just straight ahead. There's a sand trap in the front, but really not much left besides that. So hopefully we can do pretty well. Now, as we come up over the hill for 13, you can see it's a par 3, but you got the tee box and you got the green basically. And it's elevated. You got sand in the front, no, on the left and right, and in the back. So we're going to have to be pretty careful here. We're about 100 yards out, so we'll see what happens. Here's hole 14. And again, it's fairly straight too, so it's a very doable course. Very doable. Let's zoom down there a little bit. You can kind of see there's a sand trap in the green. Can't quite see the flag, but I think it's right up there. Yeah, I came to the tree just barely. So we're going to see if we can get down there close and then pitch up. Now we're on the hole 15. It's a par 4. And it's fairly straight too. This course is really, especially this back nine, these par 4s, a lot like Horton Smith. They just run parallel to one another and are really nice and straight. Got some sand right there in the front, but see how we can do here. Now we're on hole 16. It's par 5. So we've decided we're going to try to hit right up in that flat area there until she dogs to the right just a little bit, and that way we can get a better look. So hole 16. Now we come up on the tee box at 17, and it's a par 3. We just got to get it over the water again and land it on that green. There's not a whole lot of room to work with, so we're going to have to be careful. Looks like we can be deep, so. All right, hole 17. Oh, by the way, I birdied that last hole. Yay. All right, we're at hole 18, and this is a par 4. And it's fairly straight ahead. The problem is you can see those kids walking up onto the green, but right in front of that sand, you can't quite see it in the camera here, but there's a gully. It drops off, and there's water that runs through there. So we're about 200 yards or so, about shy of that water. So I'm going to try to hit a, I don't know, maybe a 6. Get myself close. Well, that's a pretty clubhouse, isn't it? This is really a real nice, beautiful facility. I definitely give it a rating of an A. I'd come back anytime. All right, let's see if we can finish 18. As you can see, here's 18, and you can see that water. So it gives you an idea. I'm right there on the edge, so I'm going to be able to bounce right up onto that green, I think, with my second shot. So this will put us into 18. We've had a great day, and I definitely will be back to Battleground in Deer Park, Texas.